Awesome. So now that we got our task table component here, let's talk about how we can send data to a child component so that we really receive the tasks from the task list component in the task table component right here. For that, we need to add the add input decorator at the task list component. So inside of your task table component.ts, go ahead in the first import statement, extend it and add the input. Now make sure that you are in the correct class. We are right now inside of the task table component, right? Now here in line 14, where we have that empty array of task items, we want to go ahead and use the add input decorator. There we go, just like that. Now go to the task list component.html, so to the template task list component, and here you can see our task table selector that we have added, and now we need to bind it. So we say, okay, we take the tasks, or we set the tasks to be tasks, just like this. Now decorating a public field by the add input decorator makes the field bindable from the template, right? This is what we are doing right here. But since the task list component.tasks field, so that one here, is of type observable, we need to add an async pipe. So this is why we add an async pipe here. Now in addition to that, we also want to check if we have null values. So this is why we simply go ahead here, and first of all I take that async and I put it right into the tasks, so inside of the double quotes here, and then I set parentheses around this. So if there are any tasks, we want to have them async. If there are no tasks, we want to have like an empty array, right? So we write it down like this, and now you can see, great, it's compiling again. So in case we got some tasks, we want to have them async for sure. And while this is not becoming true, or we have no values, we have an empty array. Great. Alright, so start your application, make sure Mokoon servers are running. And now let's click on tasks, and you can see that we got our nice task items or to-do items right here. But well, actually the styles are missing, right? So now let's switch over to a short presentation to wrap up the input binding. So let's talk about input data binding right now in that short presentation. We created the task table component, and then we called it by its selector in our template. But we need to pass the task list to it. We wanted to bind the tasks to the task table component. So we added a public task field to the task table component. But that was not enough, right? Task list was public. To make a field bindable, we need to decorate it with the input decorator. By using the input decorator, we open the door for the field to be consumed. By using the input decorator, we open the door for the field to be consumed from a parent component by using data binding. So our task list component is the parent, because inside of the task list component in the template, we have the task table. So we simply forward the tasks using the add input decorator to the child component, which is the task table component.